So, from ancient times, everything was started from studying numbers. For example, it represented in abstract form. For example, p divided by q. The letter p and q, as you can understand, means some numbers. So you can use some number for p, some number for q, but in general, we use this as p divided by q. And in ancient Greece, they decided that, okay, it is natural numbers and rational numbers. But very soon, they discovered that rational numbers not those things. For example, square root of 2 could not be represented as a fraction, p divided by 2. But this is an important number because, as you know, theorem of Pythagoras, where you got, when you got right angle rectangle, this side is 1, this side is 1, this side is square root of 2. And I would like to mention why proofs are very important in mathematics. Usually, when students study mathematics, they try to avoid proofs. They try to remember theorems, but skipping proofs. But sometimes proofs are more important than theorems itself, because when you prove something, what does it mean prove something? Understand it. And it is very important in mathematics to understand things. And this is where a problem for students came from. Let me demonstrate how ancient Greece found it out that square root of 2 could not be represented as fraction. It's kind of proof of contradiction. Let's assume opposite. Let's assume that square root of 2 could be represented as p divided by q. Let's assume for a minute this is true. Then what we got from here? We can write that p is equal to square root multiplied by 2. If we make square of two parts, equality preserves, isn't it? So we can write p squared is equal to q squared. But what does it mean? Is it clear? This means that, but important thing that p divided by q could not be could not be reduced. But this basically means that p is even number, right? And this is contradiction. So this is very common trick in mathematics that when you want to prove something, you suppose opposite. And then when you suppose opposite, you start thinking about this, and then you go to contradiction. Where difficulties come from? Usually, students at certain point start crying. And this is a point of trouble. Because mathematics is not like philosophy, not like poetry. If you miss some lecture in history, in poetry, in literature, it's not a problem. You can come next lecture and still understand. But mathematics, cumulative science, it's like ladder. If you meet one stairs, it's already complicated to apply. If you miss two stairs on ladder, it's already not possible to apply. That is why if you lose basement in mathematics, then it became nightmare. You have no idea which direction these things came from. You lost your understanding, and of course, if you lost your interest in mathematics, if you lost your understanding, it became total nightmare. That is what another feature of mathematics. Mathematics operate with abstract things. It's not like poetry, like physics, like chemistry, where you get some reactives and you make your own discoveries. That is why mathematicians are sensitive to any single word, because you define some abstract meanings by words sometimes. But nevertheless, mathematics is a very beautiful science. You can consider it as a mind game. I guess that many of you like computer games, isn't it? Usually people like computer games. You can consider mathematics as more interesting thing as computer game. It's more advanced. Because can you imagine, you define something and then you operate with this. And these things which you operate with became successful. These things let you to understand surrounding worlds. So mathematics is language of science. You can express something concrete in mathematical language. And they also pronounce mathematics as queen of science. And this queen of science was kind of king, Carl Friedrich Gauss. It's German mathematician. When he was young boy like you, he did discover a very beautiful formula. I will show this formula to you. He discovered it for fun by himself. Because 1 plus 2 is the same as 2 plus 1. So we can reverse order. So we can write the second Tn here, but first write n plus n minus 1 plus n minus 2 plus and so forth plus 2 plus 1. Same, right? Tn plus n. And then let's edit element by element. Look, 1 plus n. Then second, 2 plus n minus 1. N minus 1. Third one, 3 plus n minus 2. And so forth. Here we got n minus 1 plus 2. N minus 1 plus 2. And the last one, n plus 1 again. You see what we got here? 1 plus n. Here, same. N plus 1. Here, n plus 1. Here, n plus 1. And here, n plus 1. So we got only n plus 1 how many times? N times. So it's easy. So finally we got n times n plus 1. But here you got double t plus 1, right? So finally we got 2 tn is equal to n multiplied n plus 1. So we can express our formula. Our sum, our tn is equal to n plus 1 multiplied by n divided by 2. Very easy, isn't it? It is beautiful, and it is not complicated to understand. And young boy did discover this by himself. And maybe it's give you maybe idea that mathematics can be beautiful and some, but the most important thing, you should never afraid of it. Never afraid of it. Because believe me, at level at which you study mathematics, this is not difficult. My difficulties come when students started to learn mathematical language. Because mathematics is not a poetry, it's not a literature. So there is this abstract terms, you need to study kind of mathematical language first. And if somebody will go once again, since even if you're not going to use it whatever you like, it makes your brain box, because life is a very complicated thing. In your life, you will be necessary, need to solve a lot of problems. How to arrange your life, how to take care of your parents, how to find your schools, how to raise your children, how to earn your money, many different problems. And all this demands your brain force, right? But you can consider science in general, or mathematics particularly, as exercise for your brains. Like to be physically healthy, you're doing morning exercise, right? Some people jogging, some people doing something else, some exercises to make your muscles strong. But your brain also demands exercises just like your body. And mathematics is very good exercise for your brain, right? Because even in your private life, what would you prefer? Communicate with smart people or communicate with dumb people? Because smart people know this. They never ask you stupid questions, they do the right things, and so forth. And mathematics is kind of test for yourself, how smart you are, and also exercise to develop yourself, to study how to concentrate, how to use your time in the proper way, how not to waste your time, how to achieve something. Besides all, this is very beautiful science. And since you feel beauty of science, you get fascinated with this beauty. And when you see some beautiful thing, it attracts you. You pay attention to this. Your interest rising. And so you got ready to invest your time and energy in studying this, and make progress in this. Mathematics is not the only thing like that, but maybe this is the most vivid and strong and advanced thing like that. If you can do mathematics, you can do whatever. You can do engineering, business, everything, whatever you're interested in. But mathematics also, another thing, this is universal language of science nowadays. You cannot be engineer without English. I hope that I gave you some insight. I hope that you found it useful and you didn't waste your time by this video. Okay? Thank you for your attention.
Any questions, anyone? If you have any questions? By mathematics, industrial mathematician, yes.
Okay, till now we had the honor to listen to Mr. Dr. Oleg about the usage of mathematics and how it's actually applicable. We need not get very scared about mathematics. Okay, on behalf of RVK Parivar, we heartily thank you for your time and talking to our students about the importance of mathematics. He has come to visit Hampi for a few days now, and he has plans to go to Himalayas for a couple of weeks maybe. Okay, he is moving very soon. He is from Russia, and he is an expert in calculus part of the mathematics. I forgot to introduce that to you before when I was introducing him. On behalf of RVK Parivar, again thank you very much for your time and spending this time with us. Hope you also enjoyed interacting with our students. As a moment of respect, we would like to share a few things with you.